It's great to be back, and every time you come back, you just go back through memory lane, and you think of the good times and all the people that you met, and it's so special. And those of the students here, you'll have that opportunity. I think the longer you're away from it, the more that you yearn for it. They did not see the reaction coming that has come their way. They just didn't see it. If they did, I'm fairly convinced that he wouldn't have done it. In Indianapolis, I think that they missed how far the country has moved on the lesbian, gay community issues. The country has moved dramatically on that.
The only way I want to be vice president if George Bush wants me to be vice president, because it's so doggone important that he be elected next president of the United States. If he thinks I can help him, so be it.
The nation's capital, where tomorrow at high noon, George Bush will be sworn in as the 41st president of the United States.
From Washington, NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.
NBC's Jim Miklaszewski is at the base of the Capitol where the swearing-in will take place tomorrow, and he's keeping track of the other half of this new administration, Vice President-elect Dan Quayle. Jim?
At a reception today in his honor, he declared he had survived the political campaign without a scratch.
Here we are, ready to go.
That I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
on
which I am about to enter. So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
The role of the vice president is rather interesting and sometimes awkward, because you're there to assist the president, but anytime you do something, whether it's foreign travel or it's dealing on Capitol Hill, on whether you're dealing with tax matters or environmental matters or whatever, budget matters, you're always doing somebody else's job, because that's why you have a cabinet. People want to be vice president, and people think it's really a stepping stone to the presidency, which it can be. You get compared to the president and vice president, they think of you, but there's a big difference, and I think there's a difference in the public's eye. I know the political people, yes, the vice president's got a lot of power because he works with the president every day, and he has his ear, and he works with him closer than anybody on all the issues. So you get your power and influence from that, which is important, but it's just, I think it's sort of a perception type thing, and whether it's me or Gore or Biden or Cheney, recently it hasn't necessarily been a stepping stone. We've all considered it. The only way to get a law that is really going to stand for a long time is you have to have bipartisan support. Budgets and tax matters, that you can be partisan on that, but those happen all the time. But not on something like health care or the environment or civil rights or any of the immigration, any of these really big issues. You've got to have bipartisan support. Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee. She's going to be a very formidable candidate. There'll be a strong desire to have the first woman president. Just I think as there was a strong desire to have the first African-American president. I think that's there, and I think that you'll see that she'll probably play the gender a little bit differently this time than she did when she ran against Obama back in 2008. Look, DePauw, you have the liberal arts education. It exposes you to, life, and it's what you learn in the classroom, but it's also what you learn outside the classroom. It's a learning experience 24/7, And it's amazing, you'll run into, DePauw people all the time. And I've got, good friends, like Vernon Jordan is a very good friend of mine. The only reason I'm a good friend with Vernon Jordan is we both went to DePauw. Otherwise, he and I probably wouldn't even be talking. I mean, it all starts at DePauw, whether it's, Vernon Jordan or Brett Baer I see periodically. I ran into Mary Meeker the other day. And when you see, fellow alums like that, you always say, it all began at DePauw. And it does all begin at DePauw. You can talk about where you're born, where you went to high school, but it's where you went to college, and this is going to stick with you the rest of your life, and you're going to be amazed of what kind of rewards you're going to have of having gone to this great university. Well, I can't tell you how much I enjoyed this. Thank you all very much. A great audience. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's great to talk to you.
Should I go down and say hello?
Yeah, folks.